Yo, what's up, fam? Another Friday. So with the move, I am now parked up the Tesla in the garage, so that's hence the darkness. But besides the point, it's freaking April 25th, fam. You know what that means. Another Friday, another fresh week. We have slayed. We are alive. We have made it. We are rising and conquering in due time. So, with due diligence, guys, I am actually going to be starting an acquisition company where I work with investors and sellers in the real estate field, where I acquire contracts and I help the seller find a buyer for the contracts to get them going and potentially flipped into a new home. That's potentially something going to be huge because I do have new home like connections, so that could be something to really go into. Wholesale is potentially something that I am going to start looking more into, just like trading, like they both go hand in hand. So when I'm not trading 1250 110 macro, I mean, I could be hustling the deals, you know what I mean? It gives you something else to do other than stare at the charts all day, because that is one problem that I used to have. Was I was feeling like I had to be there all the time, and that changed a long time ago. I want to say about like February, not that long, but like January, a long time, but not too long in my mind. So like it's kind of like a yin yang situation. Like duality is but isn't, if that makes sense. So if you know, you know. But besides the point, if you actually dive into yourself within your mind, it's becomes a interesting place, because you start to question a lot of things. I feel like you become hyper aware of everything, if that makes sense. And I just don't even have words to really explain the situation of how it feels. But besides the point, anyways, how are y'all doing? It's a fresh Friday. I don't really get much traction on these videos, not yet anyways. So y'all drop a comment and let me know how the week was. If you trade, if you go to the gym, school, whatever the case may be, work, whatever the instance is, fam. Like, let me know how it was down in the comments. For real, drop a comment. That's what I'm saying, But we're just chit-chatting. I'm going to go to the gym after the talk because, like I said, with the new move, I do have the car parked in the garage. And then now I also have access to his gym here, so I don't have to drive anymore. So that honestly changes my whole like schedule. Honestly, it really frees me, because I could go to the gym at midnight if I want. It's open all night long. It's 24-hour gym. So with that being said, it's like my entire like sort of start of day philosophy has shifted drastically, because I no longer have a gym membership to an alternate gym. I no longer have to drive anywhere to go to the gym. So that's really changed my mindset and everything in it. It's changed how I feel, in my opinion. I really love driving the Tesla to the gym. I was able to get footage every day driving the Tesla, and like now I honestly I barely drive. But soon we're gonna be driving for dollars. We're gonna start driving around trying to find properties, do some inspections. I can honestly take the GoPro and just like head mount the hoe and just head mount GoPro walk arounds or some stuff of like distressed properties, something to keep the traction going, something to keep the engagement up and keep the documentation of Theodore J Now alive, because in essence that's all this truly is at the end of the day. Because when I'm long dead and the internet is still alive, and I don't know how it may be then, I don't know if these uploads will stay around forever, but for a while these uploads are going to be here. I could die tomorrow and the videos I uploaded yesterday are here for anybody to have an idea of who I truly was. And it's just crazy to really start to think about, because as time goes on, people get like stuck into the loop of work and family, and there's nothing wrong with that, bro. I promise. Like, that's okay. Like, if that's like what you're into, that's what you're into. But like for me, for instance, like that's not like I didn't grow up having that, so like I kind of can't really die having that in the moment, at least. So I have to work and push myself to be able to get to somewhere that nobody else in my bloodline honestly has been. And you know, trading is the most silent battle that nobody will ever know that you went through. They'll never see the true scars besides the emotionless face that you hold. They cannot read you, they cannot feel the emotion you give off because you barely give that to them. You have complete control and inside of your mind. You become an independent free thinker of your emotions, of the way that you think, feel, the way that you act. You can honestly control and flip like a switch, if that makes sense. It becomes so deep that it just becomes that you're questioning everything, if that makes sense. And you're journaling's the most important part to the whole process. If you're not journaling, you failed. That's I don't say failure, but bro, if you're not journaling, that's failure, because you need documentation, proof, physical words to go back, reflect upon, to see in the moment. Like, one thing that I've really picked up on was writing as I'm in the trade. So like candle 125, candle 1250, candle 1250 to candle 1250 to 1253 fair value gap, like candle 110 took buy side liquidity. I would label that out, and it would actually give me a better understanding, because I would always end up putting my emotions into the trade, and that's not what you want to do. You don't want to put emotions into the trade. As soon as you're an emotional trader, you lose. Emotions kill you. Your emotions will kill you. I promise. I fucking promise your emotions will kill you. I guess I lost my premium connectivity inside the car. Can't play music. It's crazy. Tesla's crazy. So, one cool thing about the Tesla though is, look at this. How do I flip the camera? I don't know how to flip the camera, but there's the audio. See, like, you could turn the sub. Like, see, it's just like a little like meme wub. Can you see that? I can't see if you can see the wub. It's pretty cool. It's only when you have the sub and bass all the way up. So, like, see, subs up, bass is up. Bass is up, subs up. You gotta turn the sub back down, and then brrr, boom. But yeah, fam, that's gonna be it for today. Y'all have a great weekend. Stay blessed, stay vigilant, and God bless y'all.